Bitcoin holds a strong weekly close here, 68,000. The show's going to be popping. This is going to be exciting. Shout out to each and every one of you here. We might go all the way to 69K today. Hold on to your seats. You never know. Here we go with the Crypto Live Show, baby, and the weekly candle close. You lifers, this is it, baby. 68,000. We've been waiting so long to win, baby, and it's coming so close. Moonvember, baby. We may not have got Pumptober, but we may get Moonvember. Let's go. Wow. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. These lights are bright. 68,060 for Bitcoin. The time is now. Everyone wants to buy now. Everyone's like, oh, I want to buy some now of everything. They're like, I want to buy some of this coin. I'm like, the time to buy the coin was a month ago when I called altcoin season a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's jump on in to the Crypto Live Show, baby. 68,060 for Bitcoin. Shout out to the channel sponsors, I Trust Capital, Decrypted.tax. We greatly appreciate you, both places that are awesome to assist you in your journey to wealth. God bless everyone. Can one of you guys close the door there for me? Shout out to everybody out there. All right. Thank you, sweetie. Watch your hands. Stay hydrated with coconut water, man. All right, let's have some fun. Let's break down Bitcoin. No baloney here. We have a lot to cover and a lot to go over here. Awesome what happened here for Bitcoin. And let's break it down. Look at this arrow. Came up, came down, but over time, I mean, it's above the 200 MA, 21. I'd flag that out. Looks like it's going to continue to the upside. Stay true. Sui, I told you, coming back down. It did wick down to 165, right back down to these key areas where people will probably start buying into SUI again. You didn't think SUI, you see it at 220, would it be back at 165? I told you it was going to pull back on the 3-day to the 21-day moving average. We're going to talk more about that and kind of give you my key to success here and why I knew this was likely going to happen to SUI and how I knew that. But that's another story altogether. Let's take a look at BTC and get ready for Bitcoin. And the weekly candle close. Wow, I got a little crazy there. I don't want to freak out my neighbors, so I started to turn it down. Shout out to everybody here for Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. I could have went longer, but it got a little crazy there. I got full of a lot of energy. There must be something happening. Let's take a look at Bitcoin and the weekly candle close. Let's break it down like we do every single day here for Bitcoin. And let's have a blast and enjoy this moment that God has given us. God bless you all. If I gave you the trade, you were in the gain still. I took profits at 67.9 and I got back in the trade 67.8 something somewhere. But beautiful times to be alive. So let's take a look. The weekly candle did close above 67,200. That's all I asked for. All week it looked like we were going to do it. Then we went below it and we wicked back up above it. And that wick is big news. Every time we've seen a big wick here, boom. A big wick there, boom, boom. And even on the daily, and I presented something on Twitter very similar. Follow me on Twitter. That's funny. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. And you can see here, this is just something you definitely want to pay attention to. You can see big wick energy, big wick energy, big wick, 2 wicks on the daily chart. And I mean, it's almost a 90% accurate signal. You're going to move to the upside, 75,000. Nothing's guaranteed, but the odds are starting to really, really build in our favor in the long term. That something here is brewing. So above 67.2, we just need to basically close this next weekly candle above that. We want to see the next weekly candle close above 69,000. So this is it. I'll actually go a little higher here. We'll say, yes, 69.8, 69,640. Where did this candle open here? 69,650. We close a weekly candle above 69,650. We could begin to go to that all-time high. So again, anything can happen this week. We can go up, we can go down, they can bring you down, they can do anything. But all that matters is that Bitcoin closes the weekly above 67.2 preferably. Definitely above 69,640. But we would love a Bitcoin close above $69,640. That's it. That's what we're looking for here. 69,640. All right, we close above that. I'm going to be one of the happiest people you've ever seen. We may even make the all-time high this week. There's a good chance we could, in fact, make the all-time high. That's a shoulder. That's a head. That's a right shoulder. That is a measured move to the upside. If you took the exact measurement here and flipped it. I mean, that tells you going somewhere to about $82,000 for Bitcoin. And that's a 68% chance out of that inverted head and shoulder for BTC. So far, so good for Bitcoin. I like what I'm seeing here for BTC. The moving averages very, very tight on the 3-day. On the 3-day, you could say the 3-day says you're about to explode out of this tight channel. So the 3-day says, okay, you're super tight. I like this saying that we already did break out of this channel and we're on our way to the moon now. And we came down for the bullish retest of this key area. And that's what happened on the daily time frame. And it's so interesting if you're in my trading group. We pumped up. Remember, I said to watch this 200 MA. We ended up getting in on another time frame. We had this pump, right? Then we, some flags here to the upside. Then when we got up here, I said we're too far for the 21. I said we may still get a pump, and I did go really long one night, and they right there. But once they shredded us, found a couple shorts, waited. I even longed a couple of these days where we dumped on some quick scalps. But I said, look, the daily's coming back to the 21-day moving average. I said it over and over again when we were here. I said, look for this daily to head back to the 21-day moving average. It's coming. And I said, that's just what's going to happen. And we're going to likely retest this key area at 66, 65.8 and bounce. I said that would create a flag, a bit of a cup and handle. We'd retest it. We'd be on our way for a massive move here. Bit of an upward trending, I call ascending cup and handle to 76.5, 77,000. And that's kind of exactly what so far has happened for Bitcoin. And we've been kind of spot on ever since. And so when I look at this key area here, we get tighter in this channel. And this thing's about to explode and go all the way up probably somewhere to about 76,466 for Bitcoin. And to me, it's now broken out. I mean, that's a clean breakout on the daily. You see this? We could position it somewhere as such, but to me, it's starting to break out here of this flag to the upside. Only time will tell, but we touched the 21 on 2 wicks. We got a golden cross here now that has occurred. This morning it didn't. It now has occurred here. Le golden cross on the daily, very substantial. Highly likely a big move is coming here for Bitcoin. So again, what also happened was the stochastics RSI have reset, while price action has drastically just went pretty much somewhat sideways in a bit of a bull flag. That's a very bullish sign for Bitcoin. Extremely bullish. Shout out to the 761 people here on the live, 192 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate that. With football and all sorts of stuff on, I guess people shy away from this Sunday night show. But I'm telling you right now, when the bull market runs on, people are going to be running into this Sunday night show like they wouldn't believe. And Bitcoin's pumping tonight too. You think there'd be more people here wanting to get this knowledge and this information on Sunday night. But that looks beautiful on the daily. I like what I'm seeing on the daily as the stochastics resetting. Lack of bearish momentum in the MACD. All right. One could take advantage of this situation with a long right here. Aiming to go all the way up to 76,000. Keeping a stop. Maybe somewhere here below. I would even aim for a higher target and keep that stop below the 21-day moving, the 200-day moving average here for Bitcoin and aim up for 80K. That's a very highly likely trade right there, in my humble opinion, and I've been doing this for a long, long time. You do whatever makes you happy, but entering here with a stop loss below the 200 MA, somewhere at about 63,023 with a target at 80K, beautiful trade. You do whatever makes you happy. Trump is live at Madison Square Garden with Elon Musk. Oh, we should be just probably watching that. That's probably live somewhere, right? Hold on one second. Yeah, I'm fighting the most. Let's see what's going on here.
They never saw anything like that, Eli. And these are people, by the way, they're great. They just want peace. They want to have peace. And it's great. So Jews and Muslims and Catholics and evangelicals and Mormons, and they're all joining our cause in large numbers.
Muslim people, huge.
Has ever seen in this country before, larger than they've ever seen in any country. And the Republican Party has really become the party of inclusion, and that's something very nice about that. And we're a big, powerful party, and they're losing it. They're really losing it. Together we will lift America to glory beyond your wildest dreams. It's going to happen fast, too. So in conclusion, with your vote this November, we are going to fire Kamala, and we are going to save America. We will cut your taxes, end inflation, slash your prices, raise your wages, and bring thousands and thousands of factories back to America. We're even going to get Elon to bring that stuff back. We will build American, we will buy American, and we will hire American. I will end the war in Ukraine, which would have never happened if I were president. I will stop the chaos in the Middle East, and I will prevent World War III from happening. We will crush violent crime and give our police the support, protection, resources, and respect that they so dearly deserve. We will strengthen and modernize our military. I rebuilt our military in total, rebuilt all of our military, built 571 miles of wall, too. I took it out of the military because I couldn't get it from the people in Congress that should have given it to us. So I considered it an invasion. I said to a couple of generals, I said, congratulations, this is an invasion of our country. So I took it out of the military, had 9 lawsuits and won them all. We will build a massive defense shield, all made in the USA. We're going to build a beautiful dome over our country. And a lot of it's going to be made right here in New York. We will rebuild our cities, including our capital in Washington, D.C., which has become a very dangerous and badly managed place. We're going to make them safe, clean, and beautiful again. We will teach our children to love our country, to honor our history, and to always respect our great American flag. And as long as the Speaker of the House of Representatives is here, I would like to put forward a bill, because I watched 2 months ago as...
Oh, man. I just want, like, this country to change, man. It's just, you can't... It's been invaded, for sure. Anyway, people probably don't want to watch that the whole time. I could be doing the charts, and you guys can go watch that again. But, yeah, I mean, I'm behind it all. I want to see us win. I endorsed Trump after he was basically shot at. You know what I mean? To me, that was it. He shouldn't even be here. Watching him right now is a miracle. He moved his head by a half a second. A millisecond. I don't even know, like a millimeter. It's still crazy to this day. People forget how insane that was. I think we move on so quickly from events now. Mind-shattering events that would just rock us before. We just, oh yeah, you know, we move right on. It's crazy. Let's take a look at our 8-hour time frame. Looking pretty good. Our 22 and our 12 both wanting to pummel to the upside. Bit of a double bottom there with the higher low. I like what I see there. This is a bit of a double bottom too as well. This is what I've really been talking about. This bit of a double bottom here for Bitcoin, really wanting to pump to the upside, looking very bullish, eyeing that $74,000 level, just boom. And we could really see a punch here to the upside like we've never thought for BTC. So let's break this down. Let's talk about it. And this is the symmetrical triangle that I've been kind of going over all day long. And this is kind of where we stand here for Bitcoin. So we're getting very tight inside this channel. The moving averages on the 4-hour are very close. Whenever the moving averages on the 4-hour are this close, we get a massive, massive move to the upside. Look when the moving averages are close here, we got a pump. Close here, we got a pump. And even back here, the moving average on the 4-hour got very close. Here, they got very close. Same as on the daily. So whenever the moving averages get very tight together, specifically in a uptrend above the 200 MA, it's very likely we get a follow through to the upside. We take out this high at 68.2, and we head all the way back up to this area here at 69,007. To me, the odds are very likely we're going to the upside. Bookmap suggests we could go either way, but they're saying that all weekend and we still pump. There's a little closer red to the upside up here at 69,000. Big red suggests we do go to 69K before anywhere else. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. The 4-hour is a little overbought, but we can continuously get momentum here from that key level. The 2-hour is also a little overbought. The 1-hour is not in the best place. So right now, the 1-hour pump today, away for the 21, but pulling price action. So what we're going to see is we'd like to see a flag here throughout the night. 5 to 6 hours tonight. It's 8:30. I'd like to see this flag end somewhere around 2 to 4 in the morning. And then I'd like to see us hit that 21-day moving average with a reset stochastic RSI. That's what I'm looking for. And then boom, we're gone, right? And we retest kind of this key area here, these resistances, resistance, wick, resistance, chop. That area is going to be about 67.7. So I'd like to see a flag for Bitcoin. I'd like to see the 21 come up. I'd like to see the stochastics reset in the 1 hour time frame. The stochastics RSI reset on the 1 hour time frame, and then bang to the upside for BTC. This all looks very plausible. It may take a little more time than needed. One thing I do see now, hold on. I mean, a little bit of bearish div here as the 1 hour swings to the upside, but the bright and the RSI does not. See that? That's bearish divergence. We're going to get a pullback. It's very likely here at this resistance, and we hit this level that we hit a few times. We came right to it again at 68,240. We got to a high of about 68,000. All right. And please forgive me. Let's just kind of go over our weekly close, right? And take a look at that weekly candle and go over the numbers. As I skip that as such here. So the weekly opened at 69,032. We opened at 69K at the beginning of this week. The high was 69,519 and 52 cents. But the low would be 65,260 even. And we would close at $68,021.70 up. We would go down $1,000 on the week. All right. Be a bearish week, but I'm telling you, as long as we closed above 67.2, we're in the green, right? So better than it, you know, we're in definitely better shape than we could be. So, and just to break it down for you again, we're watching this daily. This is our key level of support or resistance flip right there. Even just getting in here with a stop loss on the other side is just taking the SR flip, the simple SR flip. I can't tell you how many times I did all these complex things. I look back on some of Bitcoin's biggest moves, and all I had to do was just trade a support and resistance flip. Like I didn't need to know anything else. And there's your measured move to the upside at 79K. And we already broke out. I don't even need the bottom move because there, you know. And then here you're in your flag, right? And that has a measured move too, which is this pole here. They both lead up somewhere to about $78,000, $78,000. So it's just bullish confluence here for Bitcoin. Likely headed somewhere to the $78,000 level. That's what we're seeing. And then we broke it down for you on the 4 hours overbought. And then we sit inside of this last channel. I just wanted to recreate it for you again so you can kind of see how I figure out. And again, this is it. I just do what I'm supposed to do over and over again. It seems monotonous if you're one of my students, over and over and over again. But we just continuously do what we got to do, and we make it happen. Now this, I would grab both because this, we're not sure. It hasn't broken out yet. This is a 50-50 pattern, right? It breaks up, we're going to 72,000. It breaks down, we're going back down to about 63.9, okay? Likely to break up, it's a double bottom, is it not? Now we zoom in here to the 1 hour. And see, I'm teaching you so much, right? We're taking you from the weekly. And we're doing so much technical analysis that it's blowing your mind. We do it so quick and so fast, people don't even notice what we're doing. We make this stuff seem easy, but if you try to recreate an update even like this, if you even try to do this update like I'm doing it, watch, you'd sit there in front of the mirror for an hour first before you even started. You'd be like, whoa. It's not that easy. And so now we're going to look for price action to come back down to the 21-day moving average. Now, it may come down violently. Boom. We don't know exactly how it's going to come down, but we know that it's going to come down. 90% of the time, after a pumpage, you get a move back to the 21-day moving average. So there's a 90% chance. I'd say even a 98%. I'd say it's even higher than 90%. I backtested it for years. That will happen is we'll bounce here. Then we'll get the golden cross in the 1 hour. We'll be gone. Like Sean John. Oh, man. Oh, man. I mean, the stuff's off the shelves. You can't buy it anymore. It's like a relic. I wonder if it's going to go up in value because you can't buy it. Or maybe it's just people are going to burn it. Anyway, so we're watching this flag on the 1 hour time frame. Highly unlikely it's going to pump behind your back. Looks like we're going to have some time to accumulate a position here before a massive pump. to the upside. False move Monday may turn out to be a big move for Bitcoin tomorrow. I don't see how it doesn't pan out to try to pump here. If the false move does happen, what's the bear scenario? Is we kind of come down here, we make an M or some type of shoulder, head, right shoulder here, and then we dump, we bearishly retest, and we'll be dumping down to 66,180, and then we'll go from there. So it's not all bullish, right? And what will happen is we'll lose the 200 MA on the 1 hour time frame. That's when I know to flip bearish. If we don't lose the 200 MA in the 1 hour, I will remain bullish. We'll also start losing the 200 MA on the 1 minute and the 15 and the 7 first before we lose it in the 1 hour. Those will give me the indications to get ready for a possible big bump. If those small time frames recover their 200 MAs before we lose the 200 MA here, then I know that that pump, it wasn't strong, the dump wasn't strong enough. This kind of resembles an Adam and Eve double bottom here. Just seems a little slanted, right? With a neckline like so. And this also would have a measured move to the upside, taking you somewhere to about $70,000. So I'm seeing bullishness all around inside of my secret life or vision here. Won't you come and join me and look deep inside the charts with a crazy man? Shout out to the 1,010 people here on the live, 317 likes, $6 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. Let's take a look at what happened on the altcoins today. Kind of flat, you know, not much happened. Ohm went up 13%. Ray continued to pump. POPCAT, Aerodrone, right? Kind of the leaders there. Jupe, not much great for the week though. We had a pretty nice move. Ray up 41. POPCAT, Mew, but you know, for the most part, look. So a lot of coins took a beat down on the week. For the month, pretty good. Look at SPX up 12x. That kind of really takes it on the month. But yeah, I didn't post a lot of altcoins today. It wasn't really time to run into alts. It was time to watch Bitcoin, and we basically opened up a Bitcoin trade. It must have been Thursday night, maybe even Thursday afternoon, and we finally closed it. It took me 3 days. We just sat in that trade, boom, boom, and then I'm out. You know, shout out to anyone that took the trade with the lifer. We appreciate you. And I was in a bigger position, lower leverage. We got in at 66,740, sold at 67,799, right? And we would go to a high at about 68,254. I would re-enter another trade after that. All right, that trade's basically pretty flat right now. It's up 31 bucks, but it just, you know, it's sitting flat right here. The premise of this trade is that we broke above the 200 MA here on the 1 hour time frame, right? And we're likely to even just come back and bounce for more. I might even sell and then re-enter. Wasn't really looking for much on a Sunday night, to be honest with you. So, yeah. But yeah, we might even end up going sideways in this flag. So you never know. That trade end up may playing out, may stay green too. You never know. So I can put the stop loss to above break even into profits now. So if we do come back, I'll just kicked off. If we get kicked off, I'll wait, and then I'll just re-enter the trade there if I like the setup. So pretty simple way to look at it on a Sunday night. So I like what I'm showing you for Bitcoin. I feel really good for what I'm saying. I believe that if you basically project this and listen to me, there's a 90% chance I'm going to be completely 100% right, that Bitcoin's going to do exactly what I'm showing you here, to the T. But you never know, you know. But there's very, very high probability. So I can't wait to be back tomorrow morning to show you the setup and see what happens. And you guys can kind of, you know, you can judge my TA on that idea and see if I'm full of it or not. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I greatly appreciate it. Putting a lot of ideas, sharing my home life, behind the scenes, and more. Check it out at CryptoLifer33. Please follow me. I'd greatly appreciate it. On our way to 33,000 followers and more. All right. Can't wait to see you guys on the next episode. All right. Moving forward, altcoins getting crazy. We did my macro technical analysis video. I hope you watch that every single week. I'm telling you, it really will put the market in your fingertips. If you're stressed out, if you're over leveraged, if you're doing things that don't make sense. Okay. And what I want to show you here is I'm just looking at my channel is you want to go to the videos and you definitely want to watch this weekly investor macro analysis video. I mean, it'll blow your mind. And funny, it was getting 2,500 views, now 1,000 less views, which doesn't make any sense. This video will blow your mind. It really will. Okay. Check it out. Find out more today. All right. This video is going to show you what's happening on the bigger time frames on the S&P, the Dow Jones. Like I have a trade here on the S&P, gold and silver. I put a Tesla trade that played out. Sol ETH. There's just so much information in here that's going to help you tackle the market. It's really sad that I can't get more than 1,500 people to watch this video. I don't really care, to be honest, because I know I'm going to make millions of dollars and have a great life. I just know I'm giving people gold here. But again, it's up to you. You do whatever makes you happy. I can't force it. I can't force it. People want just fast meme coins and nonsense videos. Education is where it's at, but people won't. The less people will watch education videos. More people watch trash and stuff that just feeds their adrenaline. And just these are facts. It's really sad, but these are the facts, right? Okay, doke. All right. So let's take a look here at what's happening in these altcoins. Nothing really too crazy tonight. Mantra is still up, though. That thing's pumping hard. It actually does pretty well on its own a lot. I like to see this one back above 2 cents. It's been a long time coming. Wow, Ton taking a beat down back below 5 again. Tensor have a little bit of a pump today, but just back above 5. Already having a little bit of a pump. Radium 350 and Mu, but just see the same characters. And look at this one taking a hit this week, 80%. And for the most part, most coins down. You know, even Casper down 9.6% of the week. Polkadot down 10%, right? Even Fetch up down 13%. So most coins down on the week. As it's been it's an interesting sideways week. All right. People looking at KLAUS that really just people watching it. It's a 2 6/10 cent. Chart took a bit of a beat down there. On its way back to the upside, people seem to think it's going to be the big one. I don't know. It's all right. I would keep it on the radar. Okay, so are you ready for this? Do you have your narratives picked? Do you have your bags packed? Like, do you have enough real world assets? Do you have some RWA assets? Do you have some, artificial intelligence? Do you have some gaming coins? Are you set up in DPIN? Do you even know what I'm talking about? I think those 4 narratives will really carry you through this bull run. But do your research and find out if that's what makes you happy. And I have at least 7 to 8. I have about 10 memes in my portfolio. I think you got to have at least 10 memes. Sad to say, if you have enough to spread it around. If not, then a few. But again, and I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy. Don't buy a meme at all. Like, I don't care. Right? You got to do whatever your educational style, permits and makes sense for you. But yeah, let's take a look here at the total market cap and all the altcoins, total 3, and see how it's doing. So the last time we looked at total 3, it was in this tight channel. And it had made 3 higher lows in a row with a 3rd higher low, just breaching the 200 MA yet again, getting low on the stochastics. When the stochastics reset and you make a higher low, you're likely to explode. This is telling me this is some of the last chances to buy altcoins before they absolutely go on a massive tear. Look at the shoulder, head, bit of a right shoulder. And to me, it's only a matter of time. They get tight, boom, boom, and you're going to start seeing a massive move in these alts, and then people are going to be like, oh, I wish I got them there. And the prices are just going to be so far away, not going to be able to get them again. Just not going to be able to get them again. I believe there's a nice short for Bitcoin back to the 21 on the 1 minute, on the 1 hour, but you do whatever makes you happy. All right. If I did anything, there's a little bit of a short, a little short scalp here. I'm not doing that. I preferably do not trade on Sunday night. I actually just took profits on that trade. Let it sit. But this looks beautiful to me. The total market cap getting tighter and tighter, getting ready for something to brew here. All right. Let's take a poll here and see what people are saying. Do you think all's pump in November? And I told you guys not to think, right? So they're all going to say, I don't know. Super Chats, Pop GHOAD. Interesting. FARTCOIN, GFI. What was that next one? Damn, you covered it right there. Sammy, you know about virtual? Yeah, we gave you virtual inside of the trading room. Yeah. People are like, oh, well, we went over token metrics. And we talked about it, right? And if you can see here, I believe on the first page, virtual protocol right there, right? And back when it was 13 million, and that was, when was this posted? On 10/24. It's now 10/27. I'm just telling you, this trading group will fill you with information. I can't tell you I give you everything, all right? Pick out everything perfectly. But I am going to tell you that we're going to keep you, in the games. Want to pump your bags? The first step is to hit that like button on every stream. This helps the algorithm promote the channel to more people. Do your part and help crypto reach the masses. Shout out to Mars Solo. Thank you for the love. I appreciate that. We're going to look at POPCAT, FARTCOIN, GFI, Hex, and SHIB. And we got a lot to cover here tonight as far as super chats go. And this is the total market cap of all of the altcoins, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. We're about to explode here, folks. Get your Hex, get your DEX, get your Flex on. Things are about to blast to the upside. Let's take a look at POPCAT, a new one in the game here. Remember SHOGGOTH, I bought this down already. Still in this channel. We'll see what happens. I put like $200 worth of memes in front of you guys just for fun recently. Nothing crazy. Okay, let's take a look at POPCAT. LARP AI. I don't know why I just like that. LARP. Don't be a LARP. Let's take a look at POPCAT. Okay, POPCAT on Sol. Gosius Poppimus. Interesting. Now it's got a $1 million market cap. It just came out. So this thing is just starting. All right. Again, I don't know anything about it. It could go to absolute zero. Be absolutely careful. You never know. All right, this is how it starts, though. Some of the coins that are like this, everything starts somewhere. That's the sad thing about it. That's why so many people can get rocked and wrecked in this game. But hey, you never know. And I don't know the story. Is this another one made by the AI, or is this just something kind of brought up? I don't know. And then FARTCOIN. Let's take a look at FARTCOIN. FARTCOIN at a $33 million market cap. All right. 1.3 million in liquidity. It does have locked liquidity. So FARTCOIN had a little bit of a pump here. Came back down really too early to tell. You take a shot at this puppy. They all kind of are falling with the, I don't know, altcoins slipping a little bit today. I guess you could draw a Fibonacci on this if you'd really want to. Wait for it to get to that 786. It could get a bounce. I don't know, man. It could go to absolute zero. It's a, let's get real. Let's take a look here at GFI. GFI has continued to kind of follow. Like, I don't know what they're doing here. It's like they dumped it to 125. Usually before a huge pump, they're going to take it as low as they can if they think it's going to do something, especially all the people that got it on the low. So if I believe in this project, which I do, I just kind of keep buying on the low, but it doesn't look good. I mean, why is it doing that, right? I get it. It lost the daily 200 demand. It still hasn't recovered. Still to this day. And this is a very strange behavior. This like rounded, like that's just like, and just people just seem to sell it. This is a lot of RWA got sold off. GFI, right? Rio. I don't know what's happening there. To be honest, again, every time you get into a coin, it's speculative, right? You have to understand that you are speculative investing when it comes to crypto and altcoins. If you're not ready to lose what you're willing to put in, and you don't know what you're doing, unless it's like, in my humble opinion, Bitcoin is, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. You do whatever makes you happy. I'm just telling you how I look at it. But we're coming back to the previous low here, 120. I still like this project. It can give yield in the real world. Just a giant cup in hand with getting slaughtered a little bit. But opportunity arises. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets back somewhere to $6-7 in this bull run. It just will take its time. Bitcoin at 67,937, pulling back just as we told you it would, because we're too far away from the 21-day moving average. That's exactly what's happening here. Understand why price is moving. Don't be confused by it. Join the trading group and become a boss of your life. All right? Go to CryptoLifer.com. I'm a boss of my life. Nobody tells me where to be. I create my own schedule. I started my own company. I live my life by my terms. I make millions of dollars doing it. If you want to live a life like that, an all-star life, what feels like a celebrity life, a life that just feels like you're free to do whatever you want as long as you don't hurt nobody and you live by love, light, and happiness, then jump on it with me. All right? I'm not trying to brag. I'm just trying to tell you I formed the life that I live. I created it out of my imagination. One day I sat at work saying I would like to live stream and start, I'd like to be a known trader. I dreamed of becoming a known trader, a famous trader around the world. That's what I want to be known. Sammy Price. I'm living the dream slowly but surely, day by day. It's so hard to live your dreams. There's so much discipline involved every day. Tomorrow we do the hardest workout ever. We hit it every single time. I'll open word salad on KRC20. You're so funny. Super chats, Hex and SHIB and RINGAI. RINGAI. Let's take a look at Hex and SHIB. Hex was at the bottom of its barrel. We figured like it could get a bit of a pump. It did. Then we pulled the fib. It has hidden bullish divergence. This swings low. That's pushing. I'm telling you right now, that's likely your bottom for Hex this market cycle. I mean, that was your bottom, but that's your secondary bottom. I've just tested this model so many times. It's very likely we're going to see a bounce for Hex. And I'd say, you know, I don't know, a month from now, November 22nd, you see Hex somewhere back up here. All right. That's my call, and I'm sticking to it. Hold me to it. See where Hex is in a month from now. Either laugh at me or say, oh my goodness, this man did it. And last but not least, there we got SHIB Inu and then RINGAI. Let's take a look at SHIB and see what's happening with SHIB. SHIB was in a tight channel about to break out. I liked what I was seeing for SHIB. A lot of coins look beautiful. But, you know, they double bottomed it instead. They decided to break us from that trend and do this kind of choppy business here for SHIB. I still see SHIB bouncing off this double bottom, getting tight, and eventually breaking out of this channel. I got an alert here for SHIB, and, you know, I'm watching it. Definitely, if you like SHIB, in my humble opinion, great places to DCA into SHIB. I hold SHIB long term. I bought it on Coinbase a long time ago, and it's just been sitting there ever since. And when the time is right, I will sell my Shiba Inu and sail off into the sunset at a good price. We had this double bottom. We came up. We're double bottom again. We just continuously grinding. Look at shoulder, kind of elongated head, shoulder. This thing could still make a move to the upside. I still like what I'm seeing here for SHIB. So, yes. And RINGAI. I remember when this one came out. RINGAI. Let's take a look at RINGAI here on Mix C. Oh, wow. This thing is down in the dumps. You know, this looks like a bit of a rug pull. I'll be honest. Double bottom there too. You know, I don't know. A lot of these coins were gimmicks that came out in the middle of the AI thing, and just like, I don't even know if they did anything they said they were going to do. I wouldn't touch it until it got back above 0.5. If not, it could be a lost cause. You know, again, maybe it's a hot project and it comes back and this is the lowest place to buy, but I mean, come on, really? I don't think so. This thing looks dead in the doorknob, but dead as a doorknob, but you know, I don't know. I don't like it. I wouldn't touch it. Yeah. NEIRO, please. It's my birthday. Anything for you on your birthday, my friend. May God bless you on this God-given day for you. May you have a wonderful night and a wonderful day. And here's NEIRO for you. May God bless you, my friend. NEIRO. Huge dump. Came down. Made the pump. There's the cup. Here's the handle. I can see it kind of making this type of flag and just getting tighter. To me, it looks like it's going to eventually make a big pump out of this to the upside. Look at the trend line that it's respecting too. I see NEIRO breaking out sooner than later. I hope this is the right NEIRO. I'm not upsetting you on MEXC. And look at the 4 hour with tight moving averages. I'd wait for the stochastics. We might come down tight, but it looks like that's going to be your last buy zone. Safe way to wait for the breakout and the retest. That would be the safest buy there at 5 6/10%. But I like this kind of shoulder, head, right shoulder. I like this Adam and Eve double bottom vibe there. And there's a high likelihood this breaks to the upside eventually. NEIRO. The target I'd be looking for is 10 cents for NEIRO. And 10 7/10%, actually. 10 768. Okay. Salutations for the East Coast. Mianis, Connecticut. God bless you, my friend. Mianis, Connecticut, yeah. Let's take a look at L Wolf, up 30% blue still. If you do that one more time, it's going to be considered spam, man. Stop spamming me. All right. I've been in crypto 8 years, and you were the first TA guy I could tolerate. I love your upbeat personality. God bless my boosted German fleet, man. Thank you. Yeah, I know a lot of the TA guys are like, meh, and then we got for me, and you're just like, dude, I can't do this anymore. I got to entertain you. You know what I mean? Hey, Lois, I think it'll grow big. I do Peter Griffin. Hey, Sham. I love crypto lifer. That's right. I'm from Quahog, and every day I watch the crypto lifer every single day, 7 days a week. because I want to make it in crypto and get out of this little town. I want to buy mega Ferrari. Shout out to everybody here. Hey, Loish, I think I'll grow a beard. Hey, Chris, go to your room before I put my foot up you. Everybody, thank you for watching this show. We really appreciate you. My name's Peter, and I approve this message. Let's go, Brian. Let's look at Telcoin and Turbo here. NEIRO and ETH is up 69. Mr. Price, any advice on getting people to invest in Bitcoin or non-crypto assets? Been trying to help people and friends, but it's difficult. Don't worry, man. You can't. I found out you just got to help the people that are willing to listen and move on. Let's take a look at Telcoin. Tel, baby, Tel. We used to trade Tel a lot more back in the day. It was a fun coin. Got kind of boring after a while. And you know what? It still is. So a lot of coins are at their bottoms. Like, they're just still beat down. It's kind of like we're at the beginning stages here. Almost every single coin is beat. This coin was hot. It had a lot going for it. It had some deal with, like, what is it? Michigan or Minnesota, right? Maybe it was Wisconsin. I don't remember. Definitely Minnesota. I believe it was Minnesota. Okay, do you have your monthly trading seminar yet, Sam? Yes. The last Saturday of every month. We had it this weekend. It was amazing. I had a blast doing it. All the people that attended, we appreciate you. We love you. We appreciate you. I mean, Telcoin looks absolutely horrible. It really does. It's attempting to make that higher low like ApeCoin did, and then break on out though. But like, you gotta hold this trend. If you break this trend this time, so you got to get this pop, get tight. If it pops and gets tight, then you're likely going to break up past that 200 MA and get somewhere to that 0025 area. All right. Say Milwaukee. Milwaukee. Hey, Peter. Say Milwaukee. Moog is taking a big hit. I mean, it's a little crud coin, man. Of course it is. Everyone, I did something very strange this weekend I have to talk about. I have had a mole on my arm right here my entire life. All right, a little tiny mole, about half the size of a pen top, but it comes out. It's annoying. And I nicked it on something last week, and it kind of dangled. It was really strange, and I kept messing with it. It was really kind of gross, I'll be honest. So I went online and I researched to get rid of it with apple cider vinegar. And I was like, does that really work? So I put apple cider vinegar on Band-Aids and I put it on. And I've done it 3 times. And the mole has now disappeared off of my arm. It's gone. Like, I could show you before and afters. I wish I had done it. Now, there's definitely a red mark and it kind of hurts. But the mole is gone. Pretty interesting. We told you Bitcoin was going to come down to the 21 on the 1 hour time frame. I told you I got out of all the trades. I told you a good short down to the 21 was likely. I said that 5 to 10 minutes ago. Bitcoin is moving down. Please pay attention. One of my biggest pet peeves on the stream is when I say we're going to move down and then someone starts texting that we're crashing. Like, I didn't just tell you that we're moving to the downside. Bullish on apple cider vinegar. Stop chewing on the mole. I never chewed on the mole. That's gross. I saw that Band-Aid in your video. Interesting. Yeah. You guys are paying attention. Pocket knife in vodka. I don't think you can pocket knife a mole off. It's not a smart idea, man. That'll create a lot of bleeding. You don't want to do that. But literally, the apple cider vinegar will destroy the mole. It'll disappear off of your skin. It's crazy. I'm very observant. I realize that now. I actually want you on the team. I'm going to start putting out videos looking for key details, asking who sees them, and then only hiring the people that can see the details. Because those are the people that I want. Super, super, super detailed. Okay. Moly. Oh, man. Notice a sharp premium jump on CME futures. Have you backtested this relationship and care to dive in for a minute? God bless. I really can't at the moment. That would take me so far off of my game. But I appreciate it. I would have to sit with you in deep dive. Yeah. I have learning disabilities. Zero actually fighting not to dump. Zero's been fighting to hold but like that 320, anything really above $3 level. Let's take a look at Zero. It's always had a little extra oomph recently. And again, remember, I put on a lot of setups, but again, it's wait for the alert, see if it can bounce and go sideways. If not, it's going to retest and drop. A lot of coins lost their cool, man. They didn't keep it there. All right, but they're double bottoming now. It seems like a lot of coins are going to double bottom. We'll see what happens. All right. So, I mean, NEIROETH on MEXC. Let's take a look at it. NEIROETH here on perpetual futures on MEXC. Is that good enough? Yeah, it's going to have to be, I believe. Is there on MEXC? Yeah, I only see, let me spell it right though. Sorry. I've seen it on spot MEXC before, I'm pretty sure, but there it is, yeah. I mean, that looks pretty trashy. Sam Legend, PEEZY on the 8 hour, please. Thank you. Shout out to Crunk for the $10 super chat. You people are absolutely amazing with the constant love and support. I really appreciate it. 1,000 people here on a Sunday night. I mean, during a Trump speech, you gotta love that. You gotta love that. And we played a little bit of the speech for you, get you hyped, get you going. Cody XICI use the CB caps very well. There's some things to it. I'm exclusive in the Discord. Join us. Yeah, jump on in. I think you'll like what Mr. Friend said. Everyone, if you want to learn what Mr. Friend's doing, Mr. Friend. I call them Mr. Friend. Mr. Mr. Friend. Shout out to my man, Master Friend. Hit the QR code or the link below, man, to find out more. But my man, Master Friend, is in Leverage Mastery. He's there to help you. Puts his life on the line for you. Yeah. Oh, there's a Trump speech. I'm out. I know. He's like, yeah. We were playing it earlier. We were running it. I'm trying to find where it is again. I had it. He's live in Madison Square Garden right now, lighting it up. Like, pretty crazy. I think he just finished. Yeah. I mean, there was thousands of people outside. It was one of the biggest rallies ever in Madison Square Garden. Like, it was insane. There was people of all walks of life. It was pretty awesome. And there were Jewish people for Trump, Muslim people for Trump, Latinos for Trump, blacks for Trump, Irish for Trump, whites for Trump. You know, black Jewish people for Trump. You know what I mean? Asians for Trump, Asians for Jews for Trump, Asians for Jewish people for Trump. Dude, there are everyone from all walks of life voting for this man. Don't let the media get it twisted. There's young women for Trump, right? There's gay people voting for Trump. Heck, I seen a transgender dude voting for Trump. And he's, you know, I'm just saying, man, I see people of all walks of life voting for Trump. Homeless for Trump. Scottish for Trump. Australian for Trump. I see people around the world. I've never seen more people in my life go for one thing, you know, like this. This is insane what we're seeing here. All right. I mean, you could see this. Could it make somewhat of a Adam and Eve double bottom here? Start to break on out. You did get above the 200 man, the 1 hour time frame. You know, you want to see this break out and retest. If not, look for it to channel and then break out again. Jeets for Trump, crypto for Trump, Kamala for Trump. Kamala's for Trump, man. She bombs her interviews on purpose so bad just so she can get Trump elected. It's crazy. It's crazy. Good morning here in PH. Master Friend Sammy Cup and Andy and pick one of the bigger time frames will play out this week. But always, you never know. It looks like it, my friend. It looks like it. Can't see the charts. We have Amish. They all MAGA. You're funny. Oh, Cav, come on, man. Don't start that nonsense. Don't start that nonsense. We got Friend for Trump. Okay. Yeah. Bitcoin for Trump. Ethereum for Trump. Ferrari for Trump. No, so look, anyway. Moving back. So NEIROETH, just someone asked, because I did the other ETH, he wanted the other NEIRO. it could be an Adam and Eve like that. You see how it's doing it? It's back above the 200 MA finally for the first time. You got to see if you can breach this trend. Once you breach a trend line, okay. Not a huge fan. It looks interesting though. If you want to play it safe, you wait for it to break out and retest. The measured move is this whole length of the pole though. Takes you somewhere to about 34. You'd have some resistance at 19. And that'll be about it. Master Fred is never in the way. I know you guys love that, right? So that's how we're looking at it. So the altcoins are about to explode. It was time to load up. It still is time to load up. For me personally. Like, it was weeks ago. The prices are a little higher now. Even with the dump, the prices are a little higher than they were before. We like those prices nice and low, baby. Nice and low. All right. Santa Claus for Trump. Halloween for, I mean, fear and greed index at 72. You think that would be a little lower by now. So the greed is still a little higher than you like, which tells me there could be one more dump. Based on this, there could be another dump. But based on all the rest of my analysis, no. You know, I don't really go by this 100%, but it does throw a wrench in there. So smart people for Trump, funny. No sound, just me. Yeah, it's definitely you. Yeah, people have been hearing me the whole time. Sammy for president, thank you, I appreciate that. Could you dive deeper into SUI? Your info is always alpha and has made me some serious green. Thank you, boss. Yeah, well, there was actually we all should have shorted SUI for massive gains on the 3-day chart as I suggested. So here's the deal, let's break it down. I'm going to actually show you something. So I was watching Tesla on the 3-day chart, like, I don't know, years ago, right? Years and years ago. Let's go to the 3-day. I've been trading for a long time, right? So let's just say somewhere back here. And what happened was Tesla got this beautiful pump, a really nice pump. All right. Everyone wanted it. It just seemed like it was the hottest thing since sliced bread. Very similar to how SUI got that pump recently. And we're on the 3-day. The moving averages got far apart and price cuts the gap away from the 21. Eventually what would happen is price got so far away from the 21 on the 3-day. Look at that. That's unsustainable price action. You'll be overbought on the stochastics. You should have what's called bearish divergence, which you take this swing to this swing is an uptrend. This swing to this swing may be an uptrend, but it isn't even close to the trajectory of that uptrend. If you push that and push that, both they have a trajectory of intersection. And that's the key insight that I want to teach you. See, this is divergence. What people don't realize is if you draw this line this way, right? And you draw this line this way, if they intersect, okay? If this line and this line intersect, that's divergence. Divergence is the fact that these lines will divide each other. That's where the word div comes from. Chris Larson for Trump, I know, right? But, important ideas here, right? Just to kind of break it down. So here, we're going to keep moving forward. But what was going to happen is, all right, is you're going to have to pull a fib from impulse. The 21 is here. The stochastics are going to reset. You're coming back down to the 21. Just like I showed you Bitcoin's going to do on the 1 hour. See, my whole strategy is a repetitive space and time. And you're going to come touch the 21 and likely come to the 618 before your next bigger move. And look at Tesla eventually did come back down to test the exact 618-786 Fibonacci level. You can see the bounce there. And overall kind of had a, more of a sideways pullback before it eventually would break further out of this tight and the tight moving averages. Bullpen it. I would take that right there and boom, we went up again, right? So let's break this down. Why am I showing you Tesla from 2021? Well, because I can teach you any chart with any chart. And I can kind of give you life or vision and a half a heartbeat. Let me show you what I mean. We're going to run on into that SUI chart now, right? Which I think we did, but I don't know what happened there. Okay, Bitcoin doesn't want to go to the SUI chart. Okay, so here we are. Let's erase everything and get to that 3-day. And let's talk about it. So and I've seen this, what I showed you on Tesla, I've seen like 1,000 times maybe in my life. I think it could be more. I don't know exactly. I can't quote it. Don't like hold me to it, but I've seen it. I've lost 1,000 times. So we had an unsustainable pump, just like Tesla did. We got too far away for the 21-day moving average. I knew that we were going to come back down to the 21 on the 3-day, and I knew that if I pulled the Fibonacci, we were likely going to revisit somewhere between the 0.5 and the 0.618 Fibonacci. You also set your support or resistance areas, and you're going to come back down to support or resistance. It tells you at 142 is possible, definitely at 168, 170. So I told everyone right here, you're going to be pulling back. I would not chase SUI. A lot of people said, no, it's going to keep going. They bought thousands at 190, 183, and they're underwater now, right? With SUI at 171 or something. I got into SUI at 90, and I sold it at 166 and 170 in this rally because it was an unsustainable run. And that extra smooth move I stayed away from because it was, I don't get into the dirty. This is dirty. This is like where things get unsustainable. I like to take the bulk of the healthy move. Then when it comes back down, I get back in when things are sustainable again. And so I'm still waiting for SUI to kind of show me it's representable. And it looks like it's going to come back down here to 142. So my years of doing this told me not to chase SUI and told me to trust in the 3-day chart. And everyone's like, we're bullish, it's Pumptober, everything's going, and you would have heard all that, and you would have just kept buying SUI at $2. Be honest here, how many people raced into SUI? How many people raced into SUI and bought it well above 180, 190, and are holding a low now? Just be honest. Just be honest. How many people aped into SUI at too high of a point? Anybody? I hope nobody did, but maybe they did. Right? Yo, that dude joined. Congratulations. Welcome to the 99. That's so cool, man. Turbo, PEEZY on the 8-hour. We'll take a look at those. Yeah. SUI gives me Matic vibes. I sold at 140. Interesting. I shorted at 225. I like it. Bought at 175. Baby on soul, someone said. SUI is the one that got away. Hold on one second. Sweet. Okay, babe, I love you, sweetie. No worries, honey. Okay, shout out to everyone. Can you do a deep dive on Moonwell and give a bull run prediction for the love lifer? Much love, lifer. I mean, I don't really like doing these bull run predictions. Who knows, man? I don't know enough about the target or the price action there. I'll take a look at it, but I don't know how accurate mine's going to be, All right. Got SUI at 230, a real bargain 5 years from now. I guess. I don't know. I don't look at things like that, man. I'd rather make the gains, get in and buy SUI back when it's low, like in the bear market in 2 years from now. Then ride it back up. Did you just put out the presidential Kamala for Trump? Amen. Oh, Kamala loves Trump. Come on, man. She clearly is campaigning for the man. I've never seen someone do a better job. Right? I mean, she definitely wants him to win. Am I wrong here? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. She's got me convinced. Okay, Moonwell. Interesting how it's continuing to flag. This thing came out on Coinbase. We knew about it when it hit Coinbase. Someone told us it's hitting Coinbase. They were all about it on the channel. And we actually talked about it like somewhere here, right? And then it was at 3 cents. It went all the way to 9 cents. It did a 3x. It's got a strong support of resistance here now. And look, that thing could get tight. And possibly get a nice move here to the upside, all the way up to about 1.5. Moonwell. I would watch Moonwell, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does pump. Watch your 1 hour. Make sure the 1 hour can kind of handle the ups and downs here. It's a bit more of a symmetrical triangle, in my humble opinion, that could, and they tend to dump, so be careful. I'm not overly, it's all bullish here, but This thing has been hot. So if anything's going to pump in the next couple days, it looks like Moonwell could. The next target for Moonwell is 15. As far as the prediction in the bull market for Moonwell, I mean, what does it do? I don't really even know what it does. It's got a $271 million market cap. Moonwell is an open lending borrowing protocol on Base, Moonbeam, and Moon River. With the intuitive user interface, Moonwell simplifies on-chain lending and borrowing. I mean, that's awesome. Okay, governed by Well Token, yeah. I mean, that could continue to pump. That could easily 10x to a $2.7 billion market cap then. I mean, yeah, I could see this thing at 90 cents. Still could be a bargain to be grabbing Moonwell at these prices, in my humble opinion. Thank you for letting me look into that. And I've known for a while. I've just been trading it on and off for a year. Never really cared about what it was. But because it's lending and borrowing, and because DeFi is starting to move after Aave had that big push up from like the hundreds to the 200s there, yeah, I could see Moonwell continuing to pump. It makes more sense. This thing could moon. So I'd watch this very closely. If anything could pump, Moonwell could pump. Think about it. The market's been flat. Not many altcoins have been that hot. Even Sui pulled back. This coin's been on a tear. What does it do? It does DeFi lending and borrowing. That's been growing. So put two and two together. You got some fundamental and some technical reasons here why Moonwell may be at the forefront of a pump. And so there you have it with Moonwell. And it's got a great name, Moonwell, and it moons well. I mean, you got to love that. You can't beat that. So, and there, it is just a flag on the 1 hour. I'm not a genius here, and anything could happen. But there you have it. I mean, there's a little bit behind this. And definitely something I would add to the forefront of my radar compared to like something else. Right? And you can see they had Moonwell too in token metrics. So I only put out 50 coins every week, a couple times a week. And yeah, you really want to pay attention to whatever coins are on that list, because usually about 80 to 90% of them are going to be the hot performers throughout the next couple weeks. If not, one of the biggest gainers will be on that list. You can't, I'm not saying everything's going to pump, but a good, a good probability is there. All right. If anything could continue, this thing could just do its own thing. It really could. Okay. 9:14 p.m. as we continue on this journey. I live streamed this morning. I live streamed tonight, 2 times on the weekends. This is the 4th time we live streamed this weekend. You think we go crazy at the alts this time? Retail's still not in. Any opinions about H-bar? What point are you taking along on Bitcoin? I already explained all that. You'd have to watch the update. But I'm talking for Bitcoin, I'm watching the 1 hour make a flag and see how the 1 hour comes back down to the 21-day moving average. I'm looking for this to kind of make some type of flag here. Touch the 21, reset on the stochastics, and then I'm in there like swimwear. All right. Once America wins, all crypto will rally. Amen. Let's hope America wins, man. What does that mean? Mother broke a 3-day chart. Let's take a look at Mother. Mother Iggy, right? I mean, look at that. And then what you want to do is you want an indicator, MA, moving average. Make it the 200 and flip it into yellow. Doesn't even have one. Add another one. MA. This one we're going to flip into the 21. Turn it white. So, I mean, it pumped away for the 21, came back to it. That's likely your bottom for Iggy. Like, that's likely going to pump from here. That's a cup and handle, and it's respecting its trend line. Like, you see? I wouldn't be surprised if Iggy starts to pump here, and that's like the lowest you get it before it goes on a bigger tear. I don't like this coin. I don't hold any of it. I mean, I don't not like it. I just, I'm not in, 150% gains looks like it's coming though. She's starting to kind of go hard again and talk about it more. I hear, she went hard when it first came out. It kind of stuttered. Now it's getting ready for its next bigger run. Iggy, Mother Iggy, Mother on Soul. All right. So far, everything's happening exactly as suggested. The 1 hour is dropping like we wanted, back to the 21-day moving average. We talked about a short back to the 21 on the 1 hour that is playing out exactly as talked about. We talked about being too far away. We showed you some bearish div, and we said we were likely going to go further back to the 21. All is happening exactly as we told you it would. We even gave you a trade earlier today that played out. We talked about the flag. The flag did pump from earlier today. If you got in, we gave you a long trade that played out on the live stream this morning. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what else I can do over here. You're still gonna talk issue my name over here. Hey, we talked about Turbo making this rounded bottom. I drew this before it happened, like it was gonna go up 279%. It's probably gonna continue. Turbo's hot right now. It's in a little bit of a bull flag. Turbo's likely gonna continue. It's got a community. It's got buzz. People like it, and it's fair launched. So more and more people feel comfortable with buying Turbo. And it's launched by a cool dude, a humble guy that deserves that notoriety and that love. So there you go. Let's take a look at PEEZY. Young PEEZY, aka Pepe, on base. I think this is PEEZY on base. Wow, we talked about this going flat, and out of nowhere it pumped up huge too. Got almost all the way back to its all-time high. Very interesting. Now you would kind of flag this out and see how it goes. But to me, it looks like it's going to go sideways. And then bounce on out. Things actually pretty interesting. Looks like it could go for more, all the way to 3 cents. It could go to 4 cents. Shoulder, head, possible right shoulder there. Look for it to consolidate first. If you're thinking of it, I like PONKE a lot. I just jumped into PONKE with $6,000. I added it to my meme list of memes. And, it had that little dip, but it bounced back inside the pattern. They seem to save the day the PONKE way here. And as long as PONKE can kind of hold this bottom trend line and do business, I don't see how PONKE can't continue to the upside. And I own PONKE, so I'm obviously bullish for it. But I see 60-cent PONKE coming. Sooner than later. Nobody talks about Jupiter. We talk about it all the time. We love Jupiter. We don't talk about Jupiter because we use Jupiter. It's like a useful piece. It's not like a hot coin that has to be talked about. It doesn't get a buzz. It's always around. I see Jupiter doing a 10x. We already kind of went over it earlier today, I believe. Or this morning, but we definitely talked about Jupiter. So remember, I called that beautiful pump for ApeCoin out of nowhere there on that daily time frame. I was able to see that was our bottom. And then it gave it all back. Why? Because it was too far for the 21-day moving average. You're coming back to the 21. If you live and die by this idea, when it comes to trading, you're going to be a G. Most people will never know the sauce that I'm giving away sauce right now. I don't even have to. I don't know why I do it. I'm a nice guy. I care about other people. I know that if I make other people happy, they're going to make me happy. The more people you make happy, the more people are going to call you, reach out to you. Say, hey, Sam, I thought about you, wanted to bring you to this, wanted to invite you to that. The more people will be in your life and want to be a part of it. So help other people, be awesome, spread positivity. And something, when you're depressed or you're not feeling good, you can't do that. There was years where I worked a night shift, I was isolated, I wasn't the happiest guy. I really didn't have this energy I have today. I felt it inside, but I didn't live it all the time. Shout out to the $108 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. Thank you. TNOG, please. Some talking points or arguments. Every election team, blah, blah, blah. No. TNOG, please. No. Casper, baby. You be buying at 20 cents. Amen. I still believe Casper is a good bounce right now. A good buy. But anyway, I own a lot of it, so of course I believe that. Ape's trying to rounded bottom here. Starting to say, hey. We're the monkeys. People say we monkey around. No, I'm just ape. But hey, we're the monkeys. But you could see, I wouldn't be surprised if we just do something like this. And she makes some type of cup and handle and break on out. But these are probably some of the best prices for ape before it runs all the way back up to 209. And I know I'm being very basic there, but sometimes that's all you have to be. You know, you follow what I said here. See what it's likely to play out exactly that way. Like 90% likely, in my humble opinion. I could be wrong. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. You'd blow me away. It would be awesome if you get me to 40,000 subscribers in the next week. I think it could happen. Shout out to Crypto Billy too, man. He's the man, dude. We played that. That was awesome. Shout out to Jenna X, holding it down as always on Crypto Twitter. The same usual suspects. KRC 20 Nacho. I still got my Nacho. We're gonna see what happens. You're a great dude, Sam. God bless you, Mr. T Dog. You called Casper at or below 1 penny. I remember that day. I was like, no way it does anything. Man, I was wrong. Shout out to Michael Cash. At or below a penny, we did call Casper here on this channel. Lifer is a mystic. Sergio Angel. God bless you, Sergio. I believe it's true. I'm just thinking sats will be hit once. Bitcoin will become too expensive. I believe that too. Check TIA Sammy going to $10. I love TIA. Thank you for saying that. Nacho Keys, not your crypto. Nacho. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. Shout out to Crypto Antonio, United States. Shout out to GF Burke. Shout out to Cruiser Bros Company. Shout out to Slimmy. Take a quick look at Near. I don't know. Scottish Crypto. Yeah, gold's going to be listed on. Let's take a look at that. Gold is going to be listed. All right. Casplex.org. KRC20. You see, this site doesn't load right for me. You see this? The site doesn't work. I can't like see any stuff. It's kind of weird. I want to show GHOAD, but how do I show GHOAD? We got so many beautiful people here, man. I love you all. Thank you for jumping on in. It means the world to me to have this many people here on the candle close, because the candle close is so important. Which reminds me, I got to get you guys ready for the week ahead. What's coming your way? Let's go over Monday. Nothing crazy, okay? Japanese unemployment rate. You know, if you're doing the Japanese yen, possibly. All right. And we got Dallas and San Francisco Sunday Night Football. I'm battling a lot right now. I can see it. All right. Jolt's job openings for U.S. That also creates some type of movement. I'm telling you right now. Whenever I've seen that, we have seen some movement. So that's going to be Tuesday at 10 in the morning, right when I'm live. So Tuesday at 10, write that down. We could see some heavy volatility for that Jolt's job openings. They think 7.92 is forecast. We want to see that higher, right? We want to see that higher. Wednesday, nothing crazy. Okay. Non-manufacturing, but nothing in the U.S. crazy. Pending home sales. That actually at 10 a.m. might have a little bit of, you know, you never know. It's usually not huge, but definitely worth watching. But the big ones here are unemployment claims on Thursday at 8:30. And then unemployment rate on Friday at 8:30. Both of those. So we got a lot. We have Tuesday at 10, and we have Thursday and Friday at 8:30. Write those both down. Heavy volatility. Just start. So you don't forget those times, because you might just open up a trade right before that and forget, and then just get rocked and be like, dude, what did I do? I forgot that it was, you know what I mean? I want to be there for you. I want you to understand. I want you to see what's happening. All right. This is getting ready for the week ahead. Write this down. Get your whiteboards ready. Do not act like this isn't. This is why I do this every single Sunday night. Not for, you know what I mean? To keep everybody in line, to keep us going. All right. GHOAD Snapchat tomorrow has to be in the wallet, not the exchange. Interesting. And let's take a look. Can I see GHOAD here? I don't think they do. Yes, it's funny. They don't do KRC 20 here, right? It's like they don't let us in on that. This is probably a rug pull. I'd be careful. I wouldn't touch that. I think we're just in pre-election uncertainty now. Only a few big economic numbers to come. I agree too. Everyone's waiting for this election. I mean, there's a huge chance that when he comes out, we're pumping so hard that night. Like, it's crazy, man. I can't take it. As a crypto guy, if Kamala doesn't get in, oh my God. You know, how about New England pulling off a big win against the Jets today? 25-22. God bless the Pats, baby. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. Aaron Rodgers in a bit of a slump now. I don't know what he's going to do. 2-6 on them Jets, 2-6 on them Patriots. Wow. Who's going to turn it around? The Jets still, yeah, I think we're just at pre-elect. It's possible. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so just be careful for your alts. I see a pullback for Bitcoin tonight. Certain alts look hot. I'd keep them on the radar. But for the most part, I'd be easy. You know what I mean? I'd be easy. Any last super chats? I'm going to run out of here for the night. My back is getting sweaty. The Lions, man, they're just tearing it up. God bless the Lions. I like to see the Lions win after years of pain. I like to see the Lions win. Fed right after election is the ultimate troll move. Yeah. My Niners are bad too. Everyone is hurt. I know, and I love the Niners, man. Sad that they didn't have Christian McCaffrey there. He's really the base of their whole thing, man. He's the man, dude. That guy is a rock. Irish, bro. Irish McCaffrey, man. The Irish are, I think we're one of the strongest people in the game, dude. You can depend on the Irish, man. Never hated on another race. You know, we didn't take nobody over. We cared, you know, we had. Someone's screaming OGTA before you go. I mean, there's so many different OGs. Is this it here? OG fan token? I mean, it looks like trash. It's got a rounded bottom. If it loses the 200 MA, it's going to go lower. The daily needs to come back to the 21-day moving average. Pull your fib, 786 fib at retracement. It looks like you should bounce off this soon. It looks like trash to me, though. I wouldn't touch this thing. Last name Baker, Irish, through and through over here. Amen. Amen. I'm a quarter mare. What's the difference between 10 with 50x and about? I don't know, man. The liquidation level will change. Usually, the higher the leverage, the more the higher the liquidation level. Let's take a look at MANEKI. I mean, I like MANEKI. It's in this giant Adam and Eve double bottom we've been looking at earlier today, right? And now it's starting to flag out above previous resistance with support. Watch this flag. You know, make sure MANEKI stays in the flag, and it's likely going to continue to pump. If it loses this, it's going to drop somewhere down to about 0.005. But if MANEKI can hold sideways, the 21 can pull up. I mean, I like what MANEKI's doing. The next target for MANEKI would be a penny and 0.2 cents. And POPCAT before I jump on out of here. POPCAT, similar idea here. POPCAT's hot. The daily went down while price action went up. That's a bullish sign. POPCAT's making kind of, you see it almost see like it broke out, but POPCAT to me is making this rising wedge. It's just likely going to break out parabolically, but it says it's going to come down possibly one more time for a gimme. Right here, tight, tight, tight. Make sure POPCAT does not lose 137. But this thing looks like it's going to go parabolically out of the rising wedge to the upside and head up to 267. POPCAT for massive gains. Bang, bang, bang. We were getting to POPCAT back in that channel and that right there at 98 before it took off and went on a massive rally. Everybody, I'm going to jump on out of here. What month do you believe the bull run is over? I have no idea. I don't believe anything. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful night. May God bless each and every one of you. If I see something in the trading group, I will be posting it. You know what I think is happening for Bitcoin. I went over it numerous times at that 1 hour. Just set up the exact same projection I set up, and you'll be able to kind of watch price action the exact same way. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for jumping on in. I'm going to catch you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. We're going to start off Monday like we do every single day, ready to rock. I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight. I'm going to work out tomorrow and bust my butt. It's going to be one of my strongest workouts. And I'm already planning my week to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to listen to Jim Rohn. I'm going to stay in the present moment. And I'm going to be praying and thanking God for all the gratitude in my life. These are the most important things you can do to stay where you need to stay. If I keep doing those things, a month from now, I'm likely to be further ahead than I am today because of all the repetition and the discipline, right? So what else can we do but continue to push every single day? I love you all. I care about you. I thank you so much for your time. If you guys weren't here, I wouldn't have a show. If 1,000 people didn't show up today, there would be no algorithm. There would be no sponsorship. There would be nothing. So thank you so much for everything. Thank you for creating such a life of purpose and love and care for me. It means the world. I'll be back tomorrow to do it again. May God bless you all. I appreciate you, and I'll see you. Crypto is life, baby. You got this. You can. You will. You are the best. Remember, the secret to success is getting started. Bam on them rollie.